I want to quickly talk to you about cohort-based course platforms. And if you are in that space, it's important to really attach your brain. It's important to really be on the platforms that really can help your cohort-based course actually flourish. Okay. So here are the key platforms I want you to really pay attention to. First of all, I want you to think about Thinkific. So if you're looking for the best cohort-based course platforms, Thinkific is actually a wonderful platform to be on. Okay. And the cool thing I love about Thinkific is that they've been around for many years now. So anytime you have a platform that's been around for many years, it speaks to their proven track record, okay? And basically, here is a platform that's known for its outstanding course creation and learner engagement features, okay? And it's very easy to use. It has a flexible course builder. It offers quizzes and certificates. It supports content dripping. It offers mobile apps, and it has essential selling tools. So in terms of monetization, in terms of user engagement, in terms of flexibility, in terms of efficiency, you're definitely actually in good hands with Thinkific. So for creating cohort courses, Thinkific actually offers you significant features. For example, groups, live classes, and communities. So what happens here is that when I say groups, basically you can create and manage your students in groups, okay? You can add students to a group in bulk, create unique sign-up links actually, and run progress reports for cohorts. Additionally, you can assign cohort managers, which is incredibly convenient if you are training external organizations. Let's say you are a corporate trainer, for instance, having that cohort feature is pretty good. Next, you have Kajabi. So if you're looking for the best cohort-based course platforms, Kajabi is actually a pretty wonderful community builder too. It is an all-in-one platform that helps you run your entire online course business. So basically, in addition to creating courses, you can create a website, a blog, marketing funnels, and email marketing campaigns. And everything is actually done natively. I want to insist on that. No need to actually integrate third-party plugins. Additionally, Kajabi has a flexible course builder that supports features like quizzes, assignments, certificates, content dripping, prerequisites, and more. And also, Kajabi has native AI tools like ChatGPT 4-like tools that lift up a big chunk of your work by automating the course creation process, okay? So regarding cohort-based online learning, Kajabi actually helps you by putting at your disposal a powerful community builder. You are able to set up meetups and live calls, and you can also use the tagging feature to group your students. So that's pretty powerful too. So if you're looking for the best cohort-based course platforms, I want you to think about Circle also. And what I love about Circle is that it is a powerful online community software, but it can also work as an online course platform. So Circle has features for creating online courses, including a drag and drop curriculum builder, inbuilt content hosting, and a content drip options too. So that's a content drip option. So that's really good. And one thing I want you to really understand here is that, one thing I want you to understand here is that basically through Circle, you can create multiple community spaces that allow you to host separate discussion spaces for each cohort. You can engage your members through discussion posts, articles, polls, and group chats. You can also evaluate and schedule events and host live streams. So this is pretty good. Next, you have LearnDash. So if you're looking for a cohort-based course platform, LearnDash is pretty good. It's a popular WordPress LMS plugin that also supports cohort-based courses. By the way, LMS, Learning and Management System, okay? So if you think about LearnDash, think primarily about WordPress. And while WordPress requires more technical skills, it can give you much more flexibility than the hosted options. So with LearnDash, you can create your course curriculum, offer quizzes and assignments, issue certificates, drip your content, and much more. Additionally, it has powerful engagement tools such as engagement triggers and a gamification system too. So that's really fantastic from a flexibility point of view. And when it comes to cohort-based courses, LearnDash has a group management feature from which you can place users into groups and subgroups depending on where you want to direct your course creation process, okay? And you'll also get detailed reports on enrollment, progress, and performance, okay? So that's pretty good. So if you're looking to sell cohort-based courses through your WordPress website, LearnDash actually can be a pretty fantastic option for you this year. If you're looking for the best cohort-based course platforms, I want you to think about Mighty Networks too. So Mighty Networks is kind of similar to Circle or Thinkific in the sense that it is actually an online community, okay, that actually allows you to offer online courses, okay, and its drag and drop course builder lets you easily create structured courses with video, text, and quiz lessons. So that's kind of cool. And one thing I want to say here is that Mighty Networks has both free and branded mobile app options, so your students can participate in courses and discussions on the go. Next, you have Disco. So Disco is a specialized cohort-based course platform with a strong focus on creating live course experiences. Okay, that's one thing I love about Disco. I love the fact that they're specializing in cohort-based curriculums. So apart from evergreen material, for instance, you can add live events to your course. Then this will be delivered through Zoom, and Disco will send automated reminders to those enrolled, actually. So moreover, you can break your course cohort into subgroups for an even more intimate learning experience. For example, when a student submits an assignment, you can allow for it to be seen by the rest of the group to encourage peer review. I mean, this works for certain niches because there are certain niches where peer reviews are really important. Okay, so if you're in a niche where you want to trigger a higher level of engagement, a higher level of peer reviews, then definitely Disco will be good for you. Additionally, Disco also allows you to create a branded learning community where your students can communicate through channels and direct messaging and learn from each other, right? So something to think about. Now, the only drawback is that Disco misses out on some important course creation tools like quizzes and certificates, okay? So the platform will do the trick if you are interested in selling cohort-based courses and don't plan on experimenting with other types of courses in the future. So this is pretty good from a flexibility point of view. If you're looking for the best cohort-based course platforms, I want you to think about TeachFloor too. I mean, TeachFloor actually mainly advertises itself as a platform for teaching cohort-based online courses. So it's not surprising that it has very powerful features suitable for this purpose, right? So if you go on TeachFloor, you're able to schedule live sessions and deliver them through Zoom. Everything happens through Zoom or Microsoft Teams. And TeachFloor also has a unique feature that enables you to schedule live sessions directly from a native calendar, okay? So no need to actually have a third-party app such as Calendly. No, you can have a native calendar. You can also add quizzes and assignments to your course and set a deadline, making them time-bound actually. And moreover, you can incorporate peer review into your assignments so that students can grade each other's work too. So this is pretty good. So you have the same idea of peer review actually. And to facilitate student discussions, TeachFloor actually has a feature called the Community Wall, which actually creates a private community space for each cohort course. So that's kind of cool. Next, you have Maven. So Maven is a pretty strong platform too when it comes to cohort-based courses, okay? And they actually have several niches like business, marketing, finance, technology, productivity, and more. Okay. But one thing you need to really understand here is that Maven is not another course platform software. It does help you create your online school, and you don't own the audience though, okay? Instead, you will need to apply to become an instructor and list your course on the platform. You can then market them to your audience and also tap into Maven's existing audience, okay? Now, Maven does all the heavy lifting to host your cohort courses and community. So that's kind of cool because you are basically staying in the back and they take care of everything. So for every cohort, Maven will create a specific community where the members can access the course syllabus and engage in discussions. And as an instructor, you can schedule live events for your course, which will automatically appear on the native course calendar. And you can use the Zoom integration to host the live sessions. And now regarding pricing, Maven doesn't charge you a monthly fee. Rather, it takes a 10% cut from all your sales transactions. So something you really think about it. So if you're thinking about the best cohort-based course platforms, I want you to also think about Experienceify. Experienceify. So this is a platform designed specifically for gamified learning. So it can be really a great option for delivering gamified cohort courses if that's what you want to have this year. Okay. So when you think about Experienceify, you're speaking about a platform that has the most advanced gamification features, from awarding points and badges to celebrating achievements. You could actually create a fun learning experience for your students. So this is kind of cool from a flexibility point of view. And also, Experienceify has some native community features, and you can set up separate discussion spaces for each cohort actually. So you do have a lot of flexibility actually, if you think about it that way. Okay. Now, the only thing you have to remember here is that there are some drawbacks with this platform. Because you can't create a traditional quizzes or assignments. There is no support for native live streams, and you can't generate progress reports actually. The last cohort-based platform I want to share with you, last but not the, last but not the worst actually, you have EduFlow. So EduFlow actually is pretty good because it has a powerful course builder that supports various types of content. Okay, so that's really good, including videos, images, text, files, and more. You can also import SCORM content into your course from authoring tools like Adobe Captivate or Articulate Storyline. So this is really good because for cohort management, EduFlow allows you to also tag users to actually divide them into groups and subgroups. So this is really good. Now, the platform doesn't have a full-fledged community builder though, but it does have a handy in-lesson discussion feature. Okay, that's important. So you have to see what works for you. Okay, so EduFlow is pretty good in terms of cohort-based course optimization. So in addition, EduFlow offers a couple of unique features for, let's say, hosting collaboration for boosting collaboration in your cohort course, which is really good. So you have peer review and you also have group assignments. So let me give you, so those are the top 10 cohort-based course platforms to actually think about this year. Let me give you some general info before we actually talk a little more about the whole topic here. So what should you look for in the best cohort-based course platforms? You want to look at three things, mainly three things. So cohort management tools, live sessions, and community spaces. And I want to really insist on the fact that community spaces are a biggie, because your platform must allow you to create a community and also have a separate set of spaces for each cohort so that students can collaborate and engage with each other at will, actually, okay? And what about cohort management? What about tools, cohort management tools? Basically, you want to be able to have tools that allow you to group students, monitor their progress, and communicate with them. And the ability to create subgroups within a cohort will be a plus, actually. That's something to really think about. And what about live sessions? I mean, live classes facilitate interactive learning, right? Because why should you have a community if you cannot trigger some kind of interactivity, actually? So most cohort courses include those live sessions, okay, in some form. So you want your platform to support hosting live sessions, either natively or by integrating with a software like Zoom or Microsoft Teams or WebEx or others. Okay, there has to be some kind of integration. So while these three features, okay, cohort management tools, live sessions, and community spaces are the main features to look out for, you may need to look out for other tools depending on your needs, depending on your niche also, like group assignments, peer review, and group chats. Something to really think about, especially if you are in a space that's very competitive. If you have a space where user attrition rate is kind of high, and you want to reduce it, then you can think about what really works for your specific audience. So at the end of the day, if you think about the best cohort-based course platforms, you need to understand that we are in a very specific category. We're in a specific niche, okay? And so when I say online cohort course, this is actually a type of online course where students go through it simultaneously as a group, following the syllabus and a schedule. So unlike self-paced courses, cohort courses have a strong focus on collaborative learning. So that's an important criterion to actually look out for. And cohort-based learning is about social learning and encourages students' active participation. And they go through a course content simultaneously, sharing their learning experience along the way and discussing them in group sessions. And cohort learning doesn't just lead to better outcomes for students, but also results in improved course completion rates, actually, because you have the pressure of the group, actually, okay? And a cohort-based course platform allows you to create and deliver learner-centric courses. The platform can either focus exclusively on delivering the latter or support them as a course type, okay? So that's something to really look out for. And bottom line is the features you want to have. If you think about a typical cohort course platform, you want to have cohort management tools. You want to have a platform that supports online communities and also facilitates live group sessions. It's also beneficial to have tools for progress tracking and assessment, especially if assessments are actually critical in your niche, okay? And whether or not cohort-based learning platforms should include a community builder or not, it really depends, again, because if your goal is not to build a community, then you don't need a community builder. But if you want to find a way to build a community that you can monetize later on, once the students are complete, they have completed their course, then that's really good, okay? It's not it depends. But I would say overall, a community builder is actually a must-have feature for a cohort-based learning platform because it supports the collaboration and social aspects of cohort learning. And the platform should support also the creation of multiple community spaces for different cohort, actually. So as an epilogue into this conversation, I spoke to you about the best cohort-based course platforms. And the key platforms include Thinkific, Kajabi, Circle, LearnDash, Mighty Networks, Disco, Teachfloor, Maven, Experiencify, and EduFlow. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.